This episode is brought to you by Harry's. Harry's is so confident you're going to love their blades, they'll give you their trial shave set for free when you sign up at harrys.com/CAG. Just pay for shipping. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGCast episode number 533. I'm your host, Cheapy D, here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we're joined by a man whose authentic Chinese accent has to be heard to be believed, Wombat.
Nope.
No, I wouldn't. I'm glad you didn't fall for that bait, Wombat. I was trying to get you in trouble.
Yeah, no, I'm not that culturally insensitive.
You didn't bite.
I love all people.
Right.
All people.
Right.
Everyone.
Even shipwreck?
Is doubly so for shipwreck.
Even redheads in general?
Yeah, let's hear your best redhead.
Oh, okay, ready? I could do it. I could do my best redhead. Well, maybe if you had more RAM in your computer, it would perform better. There you go. That's my redhead impersonation. How'd I do?
Very insensitive.
You're offended.
Man, quick, everybody go on Twitter and complain. And then write articles about it on your gaming blogs. Welcome to the show, everybody. A big show this week. A lot of exciting things to talk about. Hot
Why
deals.
Are you lying?
I don't know.
We're not even a minute and a half in.
You gotta hook them now before they fall asleep.
I do.
Right. We got a Dr. Disrespect controversy to talk about. We've got the new hit single from Big Cheap coming up at the end of the show.
I can't believe that's a thing.
That's a thing. I had to listen to Gucci Gang so many times. I hope you can really appreciate how many times I had to listen to that song.
I didn't
appreciate the amount of free time you have that you.
Yeah, it kind of bothers me. That really bothers me.
Do you know, it took me. I mean, I had a challenge for myself was, can I make a song parody that sounds, like okay in a day? 24 hours. And not the full 24 hours, not staying awake. Like in the course of 24 hours. And the answer is yes. If the song is only 2 minutes and 10 seconds, like Gucci Gang is, then the answer is yes, I can make a song parody in 24 hours.
And that song is just awful. And I didn't know it was a song until you told me 3 days ago. And yet 500 million people have listened to it. I'm assuming it's supposed to be like a Rebecca Black Friday thing. Like that's like it's like people listening to it because it's funny because it's so terrible.
No, I think people pay to see him in concert and stuff.
Yeah, but it's got to be like Sanjaya levels.
Maybe. I don't know. Honestly,
look at this guy.
We're not in his demographic.
Speak for yourself.
Apparently, Ty was familiar with Gucci Gang. He said that the kids...
Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang.
Right. You're familiar with it too now.
Now, because he told me that I had to go listen to it, and I'm like, I can't believe this is a thing. But I think we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Saturday Night Live did a parody from it.
I know, and I saw the parody before I heard the song.
Right, I figured.
I just thought it was funny because it was about Stanley Tucci.
It's not there. That Gucci Gang is not the SNL demographic either. I'm not sure why they picked that.
Oh, it was probably a Pete Davidson thing. He probably came up with it.
It was.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that'll be Trade Your Game will be at the end of the show. You can enjoy that, and then I'll have links to it elsewhere. But yeah, the whole point was to not put a lot of time into it. That was a big part of it, was just do it very quickly.
I wish I had that much little time to do nonsense.
It was great. I'm very talented. The point is, Wombat, is not that I wasted a lot of time on it, is that I'm very talented with Audacity.
I can't wait for the people to hear it.
Right. Would you believe I did most of those things in one take?
I would.
That's the whole
because
part
I
of
don't-
like keeping it moving along quickly. Anyway, there's many more exciting
Keeps
things.
it real too, though.
What's that?
Keeps it real.
I
too.
kept it real. I had Ty
Right.
come in, just a quick Ty's in the song because I needed background vocals.
because he was in the house and you had to pretend you were watching him.
No, I don't have to pretend I'm watching him. No, I had him come down and we had a real recording session. It was really fun. The whole time I was putting the song together, every time I had to take Ty's voice and put it into the song, I laughed. And, it's a lot of times putting it in there. I was laughing for most of the time I was making this. Anyway, what else we got going on here? Let's see. Speaking of Ty, I bought a Chromebook for Ty that I found at Target for $90, which I was actually thinking like maybe I wasn't going to buy it. And then I figured Shipwreck would be very disappointed if I just walked out of the store.
How is it?
It's great. I mean, look, he's using it for Google Docs, and just today he had to go to a website to do math and submit the math problems into the website. So it was great. It's fucking $90. It's really nice. It's a Chromebook 11 Acer. It's an Acer Chromebook 11. It's white with like an aluminum top. It looks like it should cost $200, not $90.
Perfect.
Or even more. What do I know?
I don't know.
He's very excited. At Angsto2 wrote in and said that was a nice find and that Shipwreck is being knocked down a peg on the Target clearance leaderboard.
I don't think so.
I wish I don't have a proper Target. Shipwreck has a full-blown Target to pick through. I have
He's got that FBT that I've been reading about.
full-blown Target.
Yes.
I have a mini Target. It's hardly a Target. But it's very close.
You got to be down with the FBT.
Right. I'm down with the super close to my house mini Target, but I would much rather have a full-blown Target. But then again, you get these little things that sneak through because nobody even like really shops there. It's so small. I mean, I don't know. See, I can find the good deals. So I'm excited.
Keep up the good
Yes,
work.
but you found some good deals too that I know that you're excited about.
I did. I picked up one of those Sphero Spider-Mans.
How is it? I have one that's supposedly being held for me.
What does
to
it
go pick
do?
up.
I want to know what this thing does.
I don't think it does much of anything except blink its lights, eyeballs at you.
It's normally $150, right? Or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, normally 150. They've been, I mean, it's after Christmas, so the ones that did not sell are being offered for discount. I know Walmart had them for around the same price as well if you could find them. But yeah, Micro Center had them for $40. And that seemed fine by me, even though going in, I had really very little clue what I was buying.
I still don't know what you're buying. What is it? What does it do?
So Wombat's right. He blinks his light eyeballs.
Great.
I mean, it's just like an interactive toy that you can talk to, and you can press the spider symbol on his suit and say like, Spider-Man, tell me a joke. And Spider-Man tells you a joke. And you can go on adventures with him. And like kind of like choose your own adventure type of things, like where he'll like be telling you a story and then give you a choice of what you think should happen.
Uh-huh. Is this a compelling story for a guy who's like almost 40?
No.
Yeah, it was good. It was with like Emmeline was into it. I was
okay. No, I mean,
we were both like,
I get that.
and like he'll like say like, okay, on the count of 3, jump, and you have to like pick him up and jump in the air, and he gets out of the cage he's in and stuff. Like in the story, he has no cage in real life.
Okay.
In real life, his eyeball lights light up. I don't know. The writing's cute. There's other activities. Like there's a big firmware update and a bunch of activities downloaded when I plugged him in.
Cool.
I'm happy with my $40 spent. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I have a feeling I won't be upset as long as they emailed me again letting me know that it's going to be there until Saturday and I won't be able to make it there until Saturday. So fingers crossed that it's still there when I go to pick it up on Saturday.
Maybe I'll meet you there and get the that Smart Things.
I'll let you
deal.
know. Elliot
there.
has Elliot has 2 hours of ninja class on Saturday morning.
Holy
so
shit, he's
going
going to be
straight
a
from there.
fucking kick-ass ninja.
That's the plan.
Shit.
He's can sneak
2 hours.
2 hours of ninja class on Saturday.
That must be some low impact ninjing.
Well, it's normally a 1 hour class, but now they do the makeup classes right after, and he missed last week when he had strep. So now it's a 2 hour class on Saturday. He's going to be exhausted. There's no getting around it. We'll see how long he lasts. If after an hour and a half he says he's too tired, I'll just say, okay, let's go home.
Right. That's probably a good plan.
Yeah, I'm not going to force him to. No, you get back in there and you jump on those mats.
You throw those shuriken into the wall.
Yeah, well, they don't do that. It's kind of like, like the American Ninja Warrior, where
Like
it's like a stunt
nunchucks
track.
and stuff, right?
No,
No.
Oh, like
American Ninja
the
Warrior.
the little.
no, there's no
knives.
weapons. It's like
It's
gymnastics.
all obstacle
The
course.
bow
Yeah.
staff. I don't know what they call it in Japanese.
No,
Bow
yeah,
staffu.
yeah. They do kempo
Kendo with the
Kendo,
with the stick
whatever.
with the sticks.
with the stick. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I like
Mhm.
that.
But yeah, Micro Center, I enjoy like seeing like their daily or weekly deals because they just have crazy deals sometimes on stuff you didn't know that you were going to buy.
I'm not
Now
sure
I
about
bought
that,
something.
that smart things home
I
security
think-
thing for $100.
I think we're
I
burying
think
the
we might
lead.
be
By the
picking one of
way,
those up
We-
tomorrow for my in-laws.
let's all wish Chiprick a happy birthday. by
Oh
the way.
right, happy birthday!
All right, happy birthday.
Yeah, that jerk turned what? What are you? 36 now?
I am 39.
Yes,
You got a year to go before it's all over.
I can't wait till you're telling me about your $40 Spider-Man robots. Once you're 40, it's a whole different story.
It was great when I was setting it up and it was asking me like how old I was.
Shh.
39. Okay, now pick your superhero name. Okay, I'm gonna go with Turbo Master,
Nice.
and I've got the Frost Breath as my power.
What's your age, web slinger? 39. Error. What's your age, web slinger? Good.
Yep.
That's good,
Ah,
dude. You got to
good
stay young,
times.
young at heart. That's what it's all about.
I got light switches for my birthday.
Those look good.
Those are good. The Lutron.
Lutron.
It's high end.
Okay.
That was a Pointer Sisters song from 1986.
Okay, that's probably what it was about.
Doing the
My light
Lutron
switches.
dance.
Right.
Oh God. Even I'm very familiar with the Pointer Sisters, and even I didn't know where you were going with that. I was like,
Right.
But it was a journey.
it wasn't. It,
Right. It
yeah.
was.
I mean, I like the Pointer Sisters. I know Automatic, Jump, and Neutron Dance, and
Yep.
the maybe
Fire.
Fire. I think that's definitely their
Slow
fourth.
Hand.
Okay, see, we're going probably in order of popularity right now.
I think Slow
descending.
Hand is probably
Slow
more
hand's
popular.
pretty high up.
Slow
there.
Hand.
Yeah. I need a lover with a slow hand. I need a man with an
No, no one's
easy
looking for that.
touch. And I'm so excited would probably be their biggest. Wouldn't that be the
Pretty
biggest
high up
one?
there.
Just ask Jesse Spano.
Great.
Anyway, tell us about light switches.
Great job on the Pointer Sisters knowledge.
I know. Why do I know so much?
Yeah.
Oh,
You know so much about music that's not even of like really your generation.
no, it's very weird. My wife complains about it too. So I don't know what to tell you.
So how are the light switches? They're good.
They're good.
Okay.
I got them hooked up.
App. Use the app.
Got
You can use the
'em,
app and everything, and set timers and all that shit.
Oh yeah, but I have them hooked up to Alexa now. So
Yeah.
now she controls my lights.
Mm-hmm.
It's great because I got them. They're in my media room, so I don't have to get out of my recliner anymore to dim the lights or turn off the lights.
Perfection.
Mm-hmm.
All right. How about some show feedback, Wombat?
Do it.
Sure. We got Shanafan.
Dear Wombat, what's your favorite Pointer Sisters song? Well, that's a weird coincidence.
I would say Fire because it was written by Bruce Springsteen. If you have the live box set by Bruce Springsteen that he released in 1986, he does a version of it that he recorded in a high school.
Right.
Anyway,
I was 6 when that song
Shanafan
came out.
Shanafan Kag has to say, was the Microsoft segment edited? Seemed like it stopped abruptly.
Yes, he's
It was-
he's a very
Yeah.
eagle-eared listener.
Yep.
I realized that I started talking about a Polygon article that I had misread, and then rather than have everybody yell at me the next day, I just took it out. I very, 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 very rarely edit the content of the show in any way.
People can tell.
Yeah.
So it's there you go. Somebody caught me.
There's a moniker of quality control on this show, and that's proof.
It was just like I don't want to create some controversy if needlessly is basically what I'm saying. There's no
We get enough stuff wrong that we don't need to like
right if I
put something out there
that I know is wrong right off the bat.
right.
I realized because after I said it, I realized like it seems so ridiculous. Maybe it's me that's the asshole, and sure enough, it was.
There you go.
Let's move on.
Dream State has to say, another great show. Can you get Shipwreck to talk about the GameCube HDMI adapter he just installed? I'm very interested to hear his opinion.
No, we can't.
No, I can't. So let's move on.
Right. It works. I haven't this is the Eon GCHD GameCube adapter.
Oh, the GCHD, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, the GCHD. This is the one that came out of like nowhere, and it's $150. So,
What does it do?
it makes it so.
Can you talk to it and
the
go
game-
on adventures? How old are you? You are the perfect age for a $150 GameCube cable.
It's not the cable. No cables included.
It's not the cable. It's an adapter.
Oh,
You
it's an
plug it into
adapter.
the-
Oh,
You plug it into the GameCube, so you can then plug an HDMI cord into your GameCube to then
Correct.
plug it into your TV, so you can play games from your GameCube on a TV that's not really
I got
designed to play GameCube
I
games.
understand it.
Yes, and this has been like this solution has been in the works for a while. I pre-ordered something from Badass Consoles like 2 years ago. It's coming up on 2 years ago, and it still isn't a product yet. So when this thing came out, it was on Amazon. And it was like, and we're delivering this thing in a week. I went,
Right, no.
okay,
Right.
I've waited long enough. I will just pay $150 and be done with
Mhm.
this. And yeah, I plugged it in. It works. It outputs. I haven't played around with it enough to really try a whole bunch of different games and see which ones like do progressive scan and widescreen and all that. But yeah, it's good. It is a viable product that it installs. It doesn't feel cheap. It was not cheap, but I'm happy.
It works. Good.
I did a whole bunch of messing around with hooking up stuff over on my birthday, actually. Like I took some of the day off and was like, I'm going to go mess with cables
Happy birthday.
for a few hours.
I'm going to do the most unpleasant thing on my birthday.
I enjoy that unpleasantness.
Oh, I don't know. I saw a house centipede go by like in my cable area, like under my entertainment system. I was trying to vacuum him up and my vacuum was clogged, so it didn't work. And he got away. So now,
Well, I mean, at least it's the house centipede.
do you ever see what one of those looks like?
I have no idea.
Google house centipede real quick.
I'd rather not.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah, I believe you.
Okay, another thing, by the way, speaking of Google, let's see, Wombat. I want to test your Pointer Sisters knowledge.
Okay.
How many Pointer Sisters can you name?
I don't think I can name any of them.
Okay.
I don't think I know any of their first names. I know that one of them passed away, and that's all I got.
There was actually 6 of them. There was 3 different groups of Pointer Sisters, or there's been 6 Pointer Sisters over the years. I don't know how it worked out. But anyway, all right, let's move on to Watch This, Bitches. Enough Pointer Sisters. Wombat, you failed us all.
I'm sorry, I can't name any of the Bernice. Is there a Bernice pointer?
Yeah, you nailed it. All right. Watch this, bitches. At Darwin Loves Devo writes in, and a couple of guys wrote in and wanted us to do a trailer rundown. Deadpool 2, Venom, Ant-Man, and Wasp all had trailers that come out. And also
Not Solo?
no one gives a shit about. No one wants us to talk about Solo. I'm pretty sure they're worried about what we're going to say about Solo.
It looks like
They know what
trash.
we're gonna say about Solo.
I've only watched the trailer for Solo. I haven't watched any of these other trailers.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
I've watched all of.
Yeah,
these
I've watched all of them too. I like the Deadpool trailer is fun. It actually probably shows very little of what's going to be in the movie. Probably
Okay.
like 10 seconds in a 2-minute trailer.
Oh, good.
A lot
Perfect.
of it is just Ryan Reynolds, fucking around.
Yeah, I'll watch that then.
Yeah, it's totally worth watching. And Josh Brolin is Cable. He looks Cable enough, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it looks good.
It could be a little
That
thicker
looks
in
like
the
it-
head area.
It has the same tone.
Yeah.
It got the tone right.
I mean, I'm gonna go see it, so it's not like I need to see the
Right.
of the 3 that movies you mentioned. 2 of them I'm gonna see in the theater. One of them I don't know if I'm gonna run out, and that would be Venom. Ah, that trailer was uninspiring.
Bad.
Yeah. My tweet about it
Really
though
bad.
got a lot of traction, so I'm glad about. That's one good thing because it really does look like. And then, did you watch? You didn't watch the trailer yet, GP. There's no Venom in the trailer. It's just a guy going through medical procedures and a very worried-looking woman. It looks like a trailer for
And a car chase.
it looks like a trailer for a
motorcycle
guy
chase.
who has a disease and he's trying to find a cure, and that's it. But you wouldn't know it's a superhero movie or anything comic book
Well,
related.
there's
or-
like one scene where it's a cut, so I'm guessing it is not like it's just a cut for the trailer where like he holds out his hand and like some telekinesis stuff happens and stuff in the room like flies away.
Venom's famous telekinesis.
Right. That's why I'm thinking like it makes no sense like for that to actually be a scene in the movie unless they like haven't just put the tentacles in yet.
Yeah. Yep. And there was also an Ant-Man and Wasp trailer that came out recently, and that looks like it's going to be all right too, and I'll go see it. And I've seen this actually from a couple of people, and I do kind of agree with it. It seems like a very unusual movie to be the movie they released right after the Avengers,
Why?
because because you're going from this big Marvel movie to it is essentially a smaller, lighter Marvel movie.
If you don't like that one, there'll be another one the next month.
I know that. I'm just saying it's just sort of it's an interesting sort of trajectory. Because usually they
think they'll do
build,
fine.
but this is sort of like
Well, but they've been building to this big one for ever.
10 years.
Yeah.
So
It's going to be
It'll
4
be-
hours and 25 minutes long.
I'm gonna take the day off from work and I'm gonna go.
Wow.
I did buy my Black Panther tickets already.
Is that this weekend?
No, it's next weekend.
Oh, boy. I'll be seeing that in Florida, I think.
Have fun seeing that in Florida.
Florida. All right.
Hmm.
Are we done talking about the trailers? I think so.
I think so.
Just a quick note about the raffle drawing. It'll probably be Monday of next week. Let's move on to new releases.
I like how you had time to do that dumbass song, but you didn't have time to do the raffle.
It's not
people paid
that
for.
I don't. It's not on me. It's a technical thing. I'm not. Somebody requires somebody of greater talent to do. My talent was put in the right place. All the talents are being distributed in the right areas. Super programmer John is not working on the stupid song parodies, and I'm not working on the contest draw that we can do live on Twitch. It's all working out perfectly.
You say so.
We've got it figured out, at least that
I'm
much. New releases.
Yes.
Sure. These are actually we're kind of into next week's as well here with this list from Tech Gaming.
Come on, Tech Gaming. Are you blowing it or did I blow it?
No, I mean it's February 8th is when these start, which is when we're recording this, but it goes through the 14th, so
Don't
through next
don't
week.
insult Tech-Gaming because
I mean, are these the ones we want to talk about? I guess we talked about last week.
right.
So like Shadow of the Colossus, we talked about last week, even though that
The
kind of came out
the
this week.
visuals do look pretty impressive on there. I'm getting tempted. but I'm not maybe not at $40 tempted.
It's gonna drop pretty quickly. All these Sony ones drop pretty quick.
Not Redbox.
Redbox probably has it.
Redbox.
Redbox has Monster World
Monster.
or Monster Hunter World.
Yes, they do.
That seems like a great rental.
No. They do. Shadow of Colossus. Boom.
There you
Boom,
go.
boom. They better have it at mine, though. That's the important thing. I'll let you know.
So on this list of new releases,
Mhm.
Owlboy is coming for PlayStation
what is
4.
Owlboy?
Owlboy. I'm glad you asked, Wombat. Owlboy is a well-reviewed indie game from the PC from a couple years back.
Do you play as a superhero named Owlboy?
You play as a character that's a boy and an owl all in one.
Wait, all in one?
Mm-hmm.
Seems too good to be true.
It's a platformer Metroid type of thing, kind of.
Mm.
And you can spin your neck around. Like
Spin
really
your
almost
neck
all the way.
around.
Right.
All right.
Spit out mice bones.
Nice.
What else we got?
Let's see. We have
There's another Dynasty
Mhm.
Warriors game.
number 9.
Number 9.
Dynasty Warriors 9. They're going open world with this one.
How come they're only up to 9? I feel like
Because you're also thinking of Samurai Warriors and Hyrule Warriors.
There's a lot of warrior
And-
games,
but even
not every
still-
warrior game is Dynasty Warriors.
I feel like I was playing this when I was in.
I also think there was like Dynasty Warriors, a number.
Yeah, there's
in
like
a
a Orocho
thing after the number.
and there's like super deluxe hyper X editions and stuff like that. So you got that going.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
The first one was in 97.
Well, yeah, Dynasty Warriors 1 has nothing to do with Dynasty Warriors as we know it today, because that was a fighting game. And it was not good. Dynasty Warriors 2 is where they got into where it kind of got into that weird open world-ish.
Well, but this is they were levels. still.
Yeah, but it was that,
But this
you
one's like
ran
truly
around
open
and beat
world,
up
I think.
100 guys. Dynasty Warriors 1 was like a one-on-one
they stood there.
fighting
They
game.
stood there and took it.
Yeah. So, I liked that game. I remember getting Dynasty Warriors.
Everybody
2.
liked one of these games.
Yeah.
I remember that game was like.
I was like, all right, I did that.
when I
might
played
do
this
that in
game for
another
the first
decade.
time, when I played Dynasty Warriors 2, yeah, it was Dynasty Warriors 2 for the first time. I was like, this is bananas.
Right, I'm
So-
killing so many people, and it's keeping score.
Yeah, I'm like, this is bananas.
It's just showing me how many people I've murdered right in the corner there. This is pretty
So-
good. This is next gen right there.
Exactly. This is what I got a PlayStation 2 for.
A lot of characters on the screen. I'm killing all of them, and you're telling me how many I've killed. We've reached peak gaming. What else this week? Anything?
And it was poorly reviewed.
On the Switch, I guess you get Dragon Quest Builders on the Switch.
All right,
Those
people
are
like that.
Supposed to be a good game. Yep. That may be the.
There's a Monster Energy drink game for the Switch.
What?
Monster Energy Supercross.
Well, it's going to be a bike racing game.
It's $60.
It's good though. It's
Yeah.
probably not good.
Probably. I don't know. Try it out.
No thanks.
Anything else?
I think that's it.
I think that's pretty much it.
Great, fantastic. Then let's.
There was an add-on for Sid Meier's Civilization 6.
Yep. I am not playing that game.
You're not playing that currently?
No. Just PUBG badly, mostly. Now it's time to talk about Harry's. It's the new year. It's time to watch those personal finances, save some money. You can save about $100 a year if you're a frequent shaver and you use Harry's. And I know that we use Harry's all the time and love it. I was just had a shower and shaved my beard in the shower, and it was smooth sailing with Harry's. And I used the Harry shaving cream, which is also excellent. And when I was done with that and dried off, I used the post-shave balm. And it was the bomb. That's what I'm here to say, Wombat. I'm also here to say that Harry's is all about a great shave at a fair price, and that's why over 3 million guys have switched to Harry's. Harry's was started by Jeff and Andy, just two ordinary guys who were fed up with paying high prices for razor blades. And they started their own company, and now they sell the blades direct to you for half the cost.
The blades?
Baba Booey. Baba Blades. And as a special offer for our listeners, go to harrys.com/CAG, and they're going to send you their trial shave set for free. Try saying that three times fast.
I think you made a mistake there. You said they get the trial set for free, and that can't be true.
Say trial shave set for free 3 times fast.
Trial shave set for free. Trial shave set for free.
It's not easy, Wombat.
For free. Freaking fracking nickel.
This is not an easy thing to do, but I'm doing my best.
Fleeby, florbin, fleebin, heebing, habbing, leebing, gloobin.
Right. And Harry's is going to give you their best. When you go to harrys.com/CAG, you'll get the trial shave set for free, and you'll just have to cover the shipping. But that's nothing.
Crazy. That's crazy.
So you'll get the razor handle, you'll get their precision engineered blade, you'll get the rich lathering shave gel, and a travel blade cover. Just go to harrys.com/CAG right now. harrys.com/CAG.
It's a razor, Harry.
It's time for multi-platforming and Wombat's Overwatch Onslaught and other news and stuff. And of course, it's a big day today, Wombat. Do you know why?
Why?
I'll give you a hint. It's the Overwatch Onslaught.
Is it the year of the dog Overwatch event?
No, I just put that on there to trick you. No,
okay,
no,
is that really a thing?
That's it. That's the real thing.
That's really a thing?
That's a real. That is like the Chinese New Year festival that they do every year, and it's got different skins, Chinese-related skins. Oh wow, this is really tying right into the Dr. Disrespect thing. I didn't realize how. But yeah,
It's like you need to do the show with a shovel next to you, just so you can keep digging that hole deeper.
Who, me?
Yes, you. People are going to start complaining about you the way they're complaining about Dr. Disrespect. But go ahead.
We're going to get to that. Anyway, so yeah, it's the new event. There's a capture the flag mode. There's new skins and stuff like that. I like the new Pharah skin, and that's probably the only one I'm really interested in, actually, is the new Pharah skin. But I have the mech Pharah skin. But they're also, I think they've also made it so you can switch the skins now before each match. You don't have to go into the menu. That's big. It's huge, Wombat, for dress ups.
Game changer.
Game changer. Get in. Now's time to jump in. Never been a better time, Wombat.
I'll pass.
Never been a better time. All right. Let's, did you read any of this Dr. Disrespect stuff? I mean, there's 2 different stories here.
I read the second one. Do I have to read this first one?
The first one is really
I kind of don't care. But go ahead.
Okay, it's 2 different things. First of all, it's like he came back after his long break. He cheated on his wife.
Again, it's like I get there's reasons why I don't care about this guy.
Okay, just listen. Just give me a second, okay? He came back after like a month and a half break, and there were almost 400,000 people came back to watch his stream, concurrent viewers. And there's some debate about whether that's the most watched stream ever on Twitch, or biggest streamers. Maybe they probably have events that are bigger, but for like an individual streamer. And so there's a little bit of debate about who's really number one. But whatever, that doesn't really matter. Today, people are complaining about a video clip where Dr. Disrespect is doing like a bad Chinese accent, yelling in Chinese. Well, it's actually it sounds like he could be saying something in Chinese. I don't know, but he's probably not. And people are calling him out on it and saying that it's racist and all these various things. But I think that really this is another example of people being outraged about something like instantly at the drop of the hat before they really know that much about something, which is definitely something that happens on Twitter and Facebook. I mean, he's clearly a guy playing a character. And his name is
It doesn't.
his name is Guy, by the way.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
You're so wrong.
Explain to me how I'm wrong. Go.
He's not playing. Yes, he's.
Have
playing,
you watched
there's a difference
a
between a
stream
character.
before? Go on.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter that you're not familiar with what he does.
It doesn't matter. There's a difference between a character and a persona,
Yes.
and it's also where he portrays his persona, and just having a moniker of responsibility for the audience that's watching you that is probably mostly children. So just a little, just
I don't
a little.
think he's mostly. I don't know. How do you know that it's mostly children? You're not. See, like this. Like I'm saying, people getting outraged. They're not familiar with.
It doesn't matter.
What
It doesn't
he's
mean
doing.
he gets to be. It doesn't mean he gets to do.
Okay. Did you watch
stupid
wrestling
Chinese
growing up?
accents.
Did you watch wrestling growing up?
Yes, and most of that was racist.
All of it was.
It was super racist.
What about
and
now?
It would not be acceptable
Okay.
now.
What about wrestling now? Do you watch wrestling now?
No one is racist. No one would do. No one on a
There's
WWE show
there are no
would do what
guys
he
saying
did.
things like heel type things on
Would not.
wrestling.
There's a difference between a heel type thing
Yes.
and like if someone called, they said, "Yeah, wait," he started calling someone a jerk, or that's different than
You don't watch
making fun of
comedies. You don't
someone's
watch comedies
ethnicity.
that have characters who say silly things and or say like racist things.
Have I ever? I want to say yes. I'm sure in my lifetime.
You never watched
I've
like a show like
watched-
Eastbound and Down or Saturday Night Live or things like that.
It's not the same. I know
mean,
you want
look-
it to be the same,
No,
but it just
but
isn't the same.
you haven't watched. You don't know. That's my whole point. When you watch, I'm not saying that he's a great guy. I don't know what he's like, and the only thing I know about his personal life is that he cheated on his wife, which is not a great thing.
He's
okay?
probably not the best person.
Okay, look. I don't know. That's the only thing I know about him.
I'm
in
not
his
saying that I
personal
think
life.
he's a racist. It doesn't mean that you don't
Okay.
have to be a racist to say racist things and not realize you're saying racist things.
Maybe he realized he's saying racist things, but he's clearly like he's wearing a ridiculous wig, a
that doesn't mean you
ridiculous
get to
costume.
go on Twitch and say racist things.
He doesn't say racist things. What did he say that was racist?
That was pretty racist, GP.
Dude. What did he say that was racist? He did a bad Chinese accent. He's playing a character
that's
who's
racist.
supposed to be an asshole.
I'm
Right?
pretty sure that's racist. He did something stupid. And again, do I think he's a racist? I honestly don't know him personally, and he probably isn't. Do people that are not racist sometimes do racist things without realizing they're being racist? Yes, I know that happens all the time. It doesn't necessarily even make him a bad person if he's aware that he did something, in hindsight. And I actually am a firm believer in this, that people can change and make mistakes, and if they apologize for mistakes they make, then we should give people the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
I'm okay with that.
He does a lot of like weird accents and voices and things like that. He does a Spanish one. It's just one of the stupid things that he does. Do I find that funny? No, I don't find that funny. Did I find it funny when Bill Maher, used the N-word in a joke? It's not, I wouldn't say those are two things that you'd necessarily compare, but in a way it's similar. You have two guys who are trying to be funny that are, not reading stuff off cue cards.
And when the people that he's targeting look at him and say, "Hey, that's not cool. I'd appreciate it if you didn't do that anymore."
But
then
no one
maybe
he's not targeting those people. These are people who never ever have watched him, but saw a 30-second video and decided that he's a racist. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying that's you. Because I read it on Twitter.
How do you know that? It's just people who've never watched them that were offended by what he said. Clearly someone was that it got out this far.
Because I can tell by reading what they wrote that they've never watched him, that they saw this and they said, "Oh my God!" They took 30 seconds out of 200 hours of footage a month. They took 30 seconds and now he's a racist.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's necessarily a racist, but it doesn't mean that he didn't say something that he probably shouldn't have.
Okay, well look, he's an artist, and he's, look, you can say it's not funny, and look, I don't think it's funny. I don't laugh when he does that. It's a joke that, I think falls flat. I wouldn't say that he's a racist. I wouldn't say Bill Maher's a racist because he used the N-word in a joke that fell flat. I think it's clear to anyone who's...
I'm not familiar with the Bill Maher thing. What N-word did he say?
Nacho. And this is a character. There's skits, there's costumes, there's music, there's dancing. It's a performance. There's no question about it. There's no way that this guy, when he's done with the stream and takes the wig off and takes all this stuff off, is that character. It's ridiculous.
I don't know about that. You're making an assumption.
Look, I've seen what he sounds like in real life. I've watched videos from 7 years ago.
I think the issue comes in that his character isn't that far removed from like what some actual people are. That's
fine. Okay, look. So what? We can't make fun of those people with a parody then? I mean, that's ridiculous. If he's done. Look, there's a reason why he's the most popular guy on Twitch, and it's not because he's putting on fantastic racist content. He happens to be pretty entertaining. Now, it's not a home run every time. He's doing 8 hours a day, and I'm sure he's not really writing a lot of material, but some of it's definitely like written. There's sets. He's got like green screen sets that he transitions to. It's clearly a performance of a character. So you can say it's not. You can argue and say, look, maybe this is not appropriate for kids. Parents need to talk to their kids. Maybe Twitch should be rating the channels. These are things that are worth talking about. But to be honest, I've watched other streams. He doesn't curse. Dr. Disrespect, he yells a lot, but he seems to work hard to not. I curse a hell of a lot more on my stream than he does on his stream.
Please don't use the H word.
What was the H word?
You said hell.
Anyway, all right, that's enough. I would say that Dr. Disrespect needs a PR guy. It would be helpful for him. Like, I don't think it was great, like, when he was confronted by people saying that he was racist by saying, like, I have Asian friends or something like that, or I'm married to an Asian woman, or something like that.
Kind of like what your excuse
It's part of the bit, though, right? Like, that seems like that's part of the bit, but he's replying in a way that's not part of it.
No. He, like, if you look at his quote there,
I get.
That sounds like he's in character in his quote, right?
We both get what he's doing.
He's referring to his wife as Mrs. Assassin, which is her character on the show. You know, I don't even know if she's really if this is really a place of Molokai, the island. I don't know. I guess it's in the Philippines. Who knows? The point is, if you've ever spent more than 30 seconds watching him, you would realize this is a guy in a character, doing a character. That's my point. In other Twitch news that's completely unrelated to this is that they have new policies for sexual content and harassment that could get you banned based on what you do outside of Twitch. So if you're an asshole, if someone catches you being an asshole in real life, you can have your Twitch channel banned. And also they've addressed some of these some streamers, they call them, like, I don't even know what they call them, booby streamers, bikini streamers or something. I don't know. Girls who wear very little clothing while they're streaming. They're trying to cut down on that. And now they're saying you have to wear clothing that would be acceptable at the mall. So be careful, Wombat, next time you go on Twitch.
I don't know. I think they'd probably be better off just having an adult section.
Yeah, it seems weird to me. Like, let's say I want to do a show, like a comedy show on Twitch, and one of my skits has me in my underwear. Like,
no one wants to see that. I'm thinking maybe I want to watch a game where there's a topless woman streaming PUBG. Maybe I would enjoy that. I don't know if I would enjoy that. I've never watched that, but I don't know.
Look,
Seems like
it is weird.
Someone else will just pick up that slack if they don't do it.
Like
YouPorn. If there's a market for it?
Yeah, they have. Of course, there's porn women streaming all the time everywhere. But I think you're right, though, Wombat. I mean, it seems limiting in a way. I don't know what's wrong about women taking their. I don't know. It's up to Twitch to really put in.
Oh, there's a lot wrong with it. It just doesn't. It's just the question of, is it?
The people who complain about it are the people saying like it's taking away from like the real, like the quality streamers. But I don't know. Like if people like it and it's not illegal, I don't know. If I'm looking for porn, I'm not going to Twitch, I think is what I'm here to say. And I think most people, if they're looking to look at naked women, Twitch is not going to be their first stop. It's not very efficient.
Yeah, but it's really hard to find naked women on the internet. So it's
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's just like, I mean, am I really? If these streamers are popular on Twitch, I guess they're people are looking for something more than just naked women, right? Because this is not the best place to find them. Anyway, enough Twitch talk. What else we got here? Shipwreck.
Is Billy Mitchell a character?
He did seem to be like a heel in the movie. What was the King of Kong?
Mm-hmm. Have you been following this at all? Like,
yes.
This happened like right after we recorded last.
So
week,
he used an emulator to get his high scores on Donkey Kong. And he may not have. He may have cheated while using that emulator because you can cheat.
Yeah, but now he's finally come out and said that that's not true, and he's never played on MAME, and he doesn't even have MAME loaded in his house.
So who said he? Where did he played on MAME come from? How did they prove that?
The moderator of the Donkey Kong forum analyzed the videos of Billy Mitchell's high scores.
Wombat, remember when you made fun of me for making that Gucci Gang song parody? Mm-hmm. This guy's analyzing Donkey Kong videos.
Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong.
This looks wrong. This looks wrong. This looks wrong. This looks wrong.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's the whole Twin Galaxies thing. There's one of the referees, Todd Rogers, before this got into another controversy where he cheated at Dragster, I think it was.
Is there no sanctity left in the sport?
My favorite thing about Dragster is you look at the box art of Dragster and you're like, wow, this fucking thing looks fucking hot. And then you load up the game and it's like lines, basically.
And how many times do you blow out before you even get past the starting?
Oh my God, I gotta look at it right now. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Actually, the box art isn't even that good. The box art looks just as shitty as the game. I remembered it completely wrong.
And then there's that 1 out of 5 times you actually get it to go.
I don't think I've ever actually gotten the car to go.
Really? Oh, I've finished I can say I've finished a race in Dragster.
I think there was a situation where my friend had the game, but he just had the cartridge somehow, and we didn't really know how to play it.
Oh, I like that game. Anyway,
we didn't have the
that's neither here nor there. That's not what we're talking. We're talking about Billy Mitchell.
Do you remember back in the day, like if you didn't have the instructions for a game, there was like a good chance that you would never find it.
Oh yeah, Superman. What am I supposed to do?
Oh yeah.
You just fly around.
No idea.
Fly around and do what? I don't know. Fly around.
Like, should I call this 900 number and find out what I'm supposed to do? I don't know. My dad's going to fucking kill me. So I guess I'm just not going to know how to play this.
If you go in the phone booth, you turn back in the Clark Kent. Okay, what does that do? I don't know.
Why would I want to do that? Right.
I remember kissing Lois.
Well, this guy can't fly now. Like what?
Well, there's a button. What does the button do? I don't know.
What else we got here,
Those
Wombat?
games were great.
Are we done talking about Billy Mitchell?
Oh, I don't know.
Did you see that picture that I?
Yes, him
I messaged you
riding a
guys?
giant arcade machine. Yes, that was pretty funny.
So good from the Citrus Bowl parade this year.
Before he was disgraced.
Yeah, well, sure, possibly disgraced.
Well, what does he say? What's his defense?
He says that the original tape would still prove him right, but nobody can locate this original tape.
What?
And boy, do I love that all of these things are on VHS tapes, is how they prove all this stuff. From a 2010 VHS tape, the truth is out there somewhere on whether or not Billy Mitchell cheated on Donkey Kong.
This is the real scandal.
Dumb. This is so dumb.
Forget about Dr. Disrespect. This is the real scandal. All right, let's talk about Fortnite.
Sure. A lot of people play that game.
They had 3.4 concurrent users on Sunday, and then it just crashed. They just couldn't.
3.4, like that's we're talking Lawbreakers territory there.
3.4 million. Did I say 3.4?
Oh, million. Oh. Okay.
I like the 0.4 person that was playing.
Right. There's some guy, he was like, he was really high. One of the guys. He wasn't really paying attention.
I just assumed that guy like dropped out halfway through the game because they were behind.
And then he burned his
And
copy.
so, right.
I've only played Fortnite twice. Am I missing out on something?
It's pretty hot in elementary school. Ty played it with his schoolmates on PS4 last weekend with the voice chat and everything.
Nice. That's not what we're playing in my house with the kids. We've been playing Zoo Tycoon. Zoo Tycoon.
That sounds pretty good. The original one on
On
one
the
from
Xbox.
No, the remastered
Xbox One remastered.
Xbox One remaster of the
What's-
Xbox 360 Connect Classic.
Yep.
Is it the same exact thing except without the Kinect?
It actually looks amazing.
Oh.
The load it
You hosing off
Hosing-
some rhinos.
hand feeding some elephants. We've been playing because I've been playing with Elliot, and Elliot's really been playing, but so he's just doing the big open sandbox with unlimited money because it's just easier for him. But we've been having a good time building zoos, learning about animals and what habitats certain animals can live in, and what they eat, and all of that kind of fun stuff. So it's learning, and it's building, and it's games, and it's a good time. So, and it was, I didn't have to pay for it. So, that works out too.
Perfection.
I know. My boss, his oldest friend works does something at
How
Xbox.
old is he?
My boss is, I think, in his 50s. So,
How old's his oldest friend?
I don't know, but 98 years old. He does something for Microsoft, and he visited him for the holidays. And when he went to visit him, he basically gave him a stack of game codes.
Nice. You got in
And
on
all-
some of that action?
He's like, yeah, I have all these codes. Some of them are games I want, and some of them are games I don't. So here's some games if you want them. I'm like, all right, thanks.
Zoo Tycoon.
Zoo Tycoon, Super Lucky's Tale, and Madden 18.
Nice.
Yeah. I haven't tried Super Lucky's Tale yet. I did play a little bit of Madden 18.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And too much Zoo Tycoon.
Oh, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So is that out yet on Injustice?
No, that comes out on February 20th.
Oh, because Voltazors wants to know what you think about it.
I think it looks awesome. I watched a little bit of the Twitch stream to see how that's going to work because I was kind of curious. So you can play as any of the four turtles. You do that just by equipping the weapon in the menu screen, and then it just automatically turns into that turtle. And the different turtles do have some different move sets. So I think that's kind of cool. And they look different and different
Nice.
voiceovers for each turtle.
$10.
$10.
That's-
Well, they put a lot of effort into it,
I
and
see.
it shows.
looks good. It looks really
Yeah.
good. I saw the video.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could also buy the whole pack though with the 3 characters, right? It's 3 characters for what is it, $20? So something like that. Whatever. I'm gonna have it on the 20th because I have the Ultimate Edition, so I don't have to think about these things.
You're the best.
Yeah, I am the best.
Ultimate Wombat.
Ultimate Wombat Combo Breaker. So,
All right. I guess we're talking about Nintendo now.
Okay.
Here we are. At Fitty Tyson 801 writes in and says, "Are you guys looking forward to anything on the Switch this year, or have you all given up on it?
there's got to be something coming out, right?
What's the big shit on the Switch this year?"
Is there something? What's coming out, Shipwreck? Tell me.
Bayonetta 2 is very soon.
No, something that I want to play.
How about Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze?
No, something I want to play.
That Donkey Kong, both of those games are good.
But what do I want to play?
What do you want to play?
When is Skyrim going on sale?
What about some Mario Tennis?
I do like Mario Tennis. Is it made by Camelot?
I don't know.
Camelot.
I feel like they should have Mario Table Tennis. Then we're talking. Enough of we've done this Mario Tennis many times before.
And Mario
Got
Golf.
some Kirby Star Allies.
Skyrim will go on sale at some point, right? It'll drop down to $30, won't it?
You're not buying that on Switch, are you?
If it was cheap, I'd buy it.
Oh, you're gonna get Dark Souls remastered.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But I would get Skyrim once it goes on sale. I would buy that cheap, yes. If they had it at Best Buy for $30 and then I could get it for $26, I would do that.
What about Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition?
I'm actually not uninterested in that. Was that a thing? That makes sense, right?
Sure.
All
The
that
way I said
Dynasty
that?
Warriors talk got you hot and bothered.
I think so. I do have an erection. That could be the reason.
Thought I felt something.
You got the Labos.
Oh man.
Those are coming.
Maybe I need to switch to another console.
What?
Right.
There's plenty of stuff to play on it.
I know.
I mean, you have not played all these indie games yet.
I have not.
Let's talk about Micro. Here's a question from about Microsoft from at Christmas. It's like Christmas, but with more Chris. Ever play cool custom Forge games in Halo? What do you all think about Halo Battle Royale? Also, the next Halo game will be the first Halo game to be on PC at launch.
This guy talking about Halo?
This guy likes Halo. He wants to talk about some fucking Halo. I think there's going to be a Halo Battle Royale. That would make a lot of sense.
Sure.
Of course. Why would
Halo
you not put
VR?
that?
Now, do they put that in Halo 5? Do they release it as its own standalone thing? What would you do?
No. I think we wait for the next one. I think Halo 5, I mean, is that one of the, do they still put out like the top played games on Xbox Live? Is that still a
I
thing?
don't think so.
Because then we can know if people are still playing it.
I don't
Probably
think
not.
I don't think people are really still.
I haven't been hearing much about Halo.
No.
I think that they should do it. I think it should be an in between thing, and they should
Here.
have Halo. It should be Halo Battle Royale to remind people that they like Halo, and it should be free. And when Halo 6 comes out, it's like, oh, if you own Halo 6, get all this cool gear in Halo Battle Royale, because then you can entice people to buy the next game. Use it as like almost like a commercial, as a marketing tool. That's what I want to say.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I think everything's going to have Battle Royale.
I'm saying I wouldn't be surprised if it has it in the next one. I say, but if they can get that out sooner,
No one's putting that in 5. Oh, you're saying just put that as a standalone?
put that out as a standalone thing to get
Work for
people
Fortnite.
to keep people, hope exactly, because it worked for Fortnite. Get people thinking about their Halos. Sell some card packs in that, and then if you buy Halo 6, you get like a whole bunch of card packs in Halo Battle Royale. Something.
I'm in.
Yeah, I think people would be okay with that.
Hey, I got a special Hype Wagon game for this week.
Oh yeah, what's that?
It's the next game from the people who made FTL. Do you remember FTL? I don't think you played it at all because it's on PC and iPad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But it was
played it.
It's a turn-based. Was it turn-based?
Sort
No,
of
real time.
It was
FTL was
real- it
real
was-
time.
You had to move around a lot in the spaceship and pull levers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So they have a new game coming out called Into the Breach, and it's getting very positive buzz. I don't think that any reviews are out yet, but it's supposed to be a cross between Advance Wars, XCOM, and FTL. So I'm pretty excited for that because I put a lot of hours into FTL.
February 27th.
Soon.
Yep.
When's Far Cry coming again?
That comes out in March. Hopefully, my goal is to finish Ghost Recon, and then when that's done, I can be like, oh, now it's time for me to pre-order Far Cry.
Nice.
Yeah,
I got to play more Ghost Recon.
I'm almost done.
All right. Let's move on to the CAG bag, and then we can go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
At Akokonas says, how does Shipwreck feel about the new yellow Target clearance stickers? I personally don't like them as they are very hard to see on the box.
Took me a while to get used to that. To be like,
They're bad.
yeah, I miss.
They're bad because not only is it harder to see, but the traditional prices at Target were yellow. So they went away from that and they made that their clearance color, which is very it's just hard to see. I don't understand it. It's weird.
I agree.
I think they'll go back. I think this is a mistake.
All right. They need Batship. What is it? Batship Industries. At Soniko Karuto asks, I guess it's to me, would you wear a toupee like our president? I don't think he doesn't wear a toupee.
No, he doesn't.
It's a horrible comb over.
Well, I
It's a
think
back-
he has alopecia.
What's that?
Whatever.
Bald. He's bald. Yeah, so do I. That's why I shave my head. I wouldn't do a comb over like that. It's crazy. I just shave my head. When, it's at some point you got to give up. Or you put some money into it and you get have a proper job. I mean, isn't he a fucking billionaire? What's this guy doing?
It's difficult when you have alopecia.
What's alopecia?
Alopecia is when your hair falls out in clumps, and it's not like male pattern baldness, which is what you have. That's why the back of his head is bald and not the front.
No, but he had some like surgery too, right?
I don't know, but I know
did.
that
He had like a scalp reduction or something.
I personally don't like the guy, but I'm not going to make fun of him if he has a disease because I don't know. I guess I'm a better person. So
can you yell at him in Chinese?
I could. I'm just saying, that's not his fault. So
it's funny though. The Jimmy Kimmel thing on it was really
yes.
funny.
Oh no, I get it. I'm just saying, it's like, there are more important things to make fun of the president about.
But at least we can get some smiles out of him.
Yeah.
The Jimmy Kimmel bit of who's high is pretty funny.
I saw that too.
Have you seen that? At Mike the Bassist writes in, would you or have you ever considered playing a tabletop RPG like Dungeons and Dragons?
We have.
Does he mean like us three together, or
that would be fun, but we'd have to get together for that. It's hard to do with someone away.
Yeah, no, I grew up playing Dungeons and Dragons.
I grew up playing Dungeons and Dragons as well.
And Star Frontiers.
I played Shadowrun.
So yeah, we're all big nerds. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think that's it. We did it. Perfection. I'll remind everybody, follow us on Twitter, at GPD, at New Wombat, at Shipwreck, at Video Game Deals, and to go visit harrys.com/CAG and get your trial shave set for free. I told you, it's so hard to say. Who wrote this? Just pay for shipping when you sign up, harrys.com/CAG. And of course, stay tuned for the fantastic song parody Trade Your Game by Big Cheap and Typhoon, a.k.a. Tycoon. And big thanks to Whip Smart Banky for making the album art. It looks awesome. And we'll see you next week.
Bread's done, bread's done, bread's done, bread's done.
Yeah.
Trade Your Game. That's it right there, Tycoon. Big Cheap. Yeah. Ooh, Wombat on the beat. Trade your game, 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 trade your game. Keeping up with gaming, it's a real pain. My bitch love a game called Heavy Rain. Made by a cracker named David Cage. She done now, time to make it rain. Head to the store, gonna take a train. Trade your game, trade your game, trade your game. Trade your game, 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 trade your game. Keeping up with gaming, it's a real pain. My bitch love a game called Heavy Rain. Made by a cracker named David Cage. She done now, time to make it rain. Head to the store, gonna take a train. Trade your game, trade your game, trade your game. Much of your fuel costs more than your switch. These trade-in prices are a real bitch. Gotta wait to get the right deal. Then flip these bitches for a dope meal. None of this shit be new to me. Been on CAG for eternity. Flipping for a 1X cost me pennies. Gotta have that access to the sheets. Roll to Best Buy with my GCU. 20 points off, what's wrong with you? Kicked me out of GameStop the other day. Rather shop on eBay anyway. Everybody scream hell Black Friday. Big Cheap still pimp them games. Apple Watch on my wrist, got a text telling me what great deals coming next. Trade your game, 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 trade your game. Keeping up with gaming, it's a real pain. My bitch love a game called Heavy Rain. Made by a cracker named David Cage. She done now, time to make it rain. Head to the store, gonna take a train. Trade your game, trade your game, trade your game. Trade your game, 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 trade your game. Keeping up with gaming, it's a real pain. My bitch love a game called Heavy Rain. Made by a cracker named David Cage. She done now, time to make it rain. Head to the store, gonna take a train. Trade your game, trade your game, trade your game.